Captain Elias adjusted the controls of his small exploration ship, the Aurora Dawn, as it orbited the vibrant, uncharted planet below. The sensors had been picking up strange readings for days, electromagnetic pulses that didn't match anything in human records. He leaned forward, staring at the console as the latest signal blinked on the screen. It wasn't just a series of numbers or frequencies. There was something more, a pattern, almost like a voice. "Captain, you might want to hear this," said Lieutenant Mara, Elias's second in command, her voice calm but tinged with curiosity. Elias tapped the console. A soft melodic hum filled the cabin. It wasn't language, not exactly, but somehow it felt alive. The sound seemed to reach into his mind, gentle yet insistent, like a whisper just at the edge of understanding. "I've never heard anything like this," Elias admitted. "It's calling." Mara frowned. "Calling us?" "Maybe," he said quietly. "Maybe someone, or something, wants us here." For weeks, the crew of the Aurora Dawn had been surveying this sector of space, charting uncharted planets, searching for signs of life. Most of the worlds they had passed were barren or too hostile for humans. But this planet, it shimmered in a way that made Elias's chest tighten. The clouds sparkled with unusual colors, and the forests glowed faintly with bioluminescence. It was beautiful, alive, and now it was sending a signal directly to him. "Prepare for descent," Elias ordered. "I want a team on the surface. Carefully. We don't know what we're dealing with." Minutes later, the small landing shuttle detached from the orbiting ship and began its slow descent. Elias could see the forest canopy stretching below like a sea of glowing green. The air shimmered, as if the planet itself was breathing. As they touched down, the ground beneath the shuttle seemed soft, almost welcoming. Elias stepped out first, his boots sinking slightly into the bioluminescent moss. The forest around them was quiet, but not silent. Tiny lights floated like fireflies, moving in patterns that felt purposeful. "Captain, look," Mara said, pointing toward a clearing. In the center, standing tall and radiant, was a figure unlike anything Elias had ever seen. She was humanoid, but not human. Her skin shimmered with a soft, opalescent light, and her eyes glowed like liquid silver. Long, flowing appendages floated behind her, moving gracefully, as if weightless. Around her, the air seemed to hum in harmony with the signal that had brought them here. Elias swallowed hard. "Who? What are you?" The figure stepped forward. Her voice was soft, melodic, almost like the signal itself. "I have been waiting," she said. "Across stars and centuries, I have been searching, and now, I have found you." Elias's mind raced. He had studied alien life forms for years, read hundreds of contact reports, but nothing prepared him for this. She radiated intelligence, calmness, and something else, something deeply familiar that made his heart beat faster. I'm Captain Elias," he said cautiously. "I don't understand. Found me. For what?" The alien queen, he realized she must be royalty, tilted her head slightly, her glowing eyes softening. "You are the human I have been seeking. The one who carries the resonance, the one who can bridge worlds," Mara whispered, almost to herself. "Resonance, what does she mean?" I don't know," Elias admitted. "But we need to be careful." The queen, who now introduced herself, as Lazara moved closer. She didn't touch him, yet he felt her presence in every nerve, a warmth and clarity that made his mind sharper, more alert. "You are not in danger," she assured. "I mean only to know you, to understand you, to share knowledge and to connect." Elias took a deep breath. "Connect?" "Yes," Lazara said, her voice like a gentle song. "Humans, you carry a gift. Your species can feel deeply, adapt quickly, and understand emotions in ways my people cannot. I have been searching for one human whose mind and heart can resonate with mine." Elias blinked, trying to process the words. "You've been Searching, are you, for a human? For centuries, she said. Time is different for my kind. What is brief for you can be long for us. And now, I have found you. Mara stepped closer to Elias, her hand on his shoulder. Captain, she's serious. Look at the way she moves, the way the air changes around her. This is not just a greeting. This is something bigger. Elias nodded slowly. He felt a strange mix of fear and awe, but most of all, curiosity. He had spent his life exploring the unknown, and now the unknown had found him. Show us, he said. Show us who you are. Show us your world. Lysara inclined her head gracefully. Come, human. There is much to see, and much to learn. The group followed her through the glowing forest. The trees seemed to part effortlessly as she walked, revealing a path lined with luminescent plants. Strange creatures, unlike anything humans had catalogued, peered curiously from the foliage. They were gentle, small beings with translucent bodies and delicate wings. Elias realized they were observing him, sensing his presence. How do they see me? He whispered. They sense your energy, Lysara explained. Every being resonates with the world. Your resonance is unique but harmonious with mine. The forest opened into a valley where an enormous city floated above the ground. Crystalline structures glimmered in the light, connected by bridges of pure energy. Floating orbs drifted lazily between towers, and the air was filled with a soft hum, like a song without words. This is incredible, Elias breathed. I've never seen anything like it. You are seeing only a fraction, Lysara said. This city is alive. It learns, it grows, it remembers, and it recognizes you. Elias felt a shiver run down his spine. The city seemed to acknowledge his presence, welcoming him as if he belonged. He had explored hundreds of worlds, but none had felt this alive. None had made him feel chosen. Lysara led them to a platform at the center of the city. Here, she said, you will understand more, but first, rest. Your mind will need clarity to perceive the resonance fully. Elias looked at her, sensing layers of meaning he could not yet comprehend. Resonance, connection, chosen. I don't know if I'm ready for all of this. You are ready, she said simply. Your heart has always known. As night fell, the city glowed brighter. The floating crystals reflected the twin moons above, and Elias could hear the hum of the world itself, lying on a soft, bioluminescent moss. He closed his eyes. He felt the pulse of the planet, the gentle call of the alien queen, and something within himself awakening. He dreamed of stars stretching across time, of humans and aliens sharing knowledge and understanding, of laughter and music echoing through the cosmos. And at the center of every vision was Lysara, her silver eyes filled with recognition and hope. When he awoke, Elias knew one thing for certain. His life had changed forever. He had answered a call he did not fully understand. He had stepped onto a world that promised discovery, wonder, and a bond that could stretch across galaxies. The first rays of the planet's twin suns cut through the glowing mist of the floating city, illuminating Elias's surroundings with a soft, golden light. The air shimmered with energy, and the gentle hum of the crystalline towers filled his ears like a melody. Beside him, Lysara moved gracefully, her presence calming yet full of quiet power. Come, she said, her voice musical. I will show you more of my world. Elias followed, still feeling a mixture of awe and disbelief. Every step he took on this planet felt different from any place on Earth or any colony he had visited. The ground beneath him seemed to respond to his presence. The moss beneath his boots glowed slightly brighter as if recognizing him. He looked at Lysara, her silver eyes reflecting the light of the twin suns. It's alive, he whispered. Yes, she said, smiling faintly. Everything you see has consciousness. The trees, the waters, even the city itself. My people learned long ago that to live in harmony with the world, we must listen to it, not only touch it. They walked along bridges made of solid light that connected the floating towers. Below, glowing streams of liquid energy flowed like rivers. Small creatures floated alongside them, translucent and delicate, like living glass. Their wings refracted the sunlight into tiny rainbows. Elias extended a hand, and one of the creatures hovered near him, its glow brushing his fingers without touching. "This is incredible," he said, trying to steady his voice. "How can a planet, a city, be alive?" Lysara tilted her head. "All energy is connected. Life is not limited to a single form. It flows through everything. Humans call it nature, but here it is everywhere, conscious, aware. You, Elias, are part of it now. You can feel it because you resonate." "Resonate," he repeated, still unsure what it meant. "You said I resonate with you?" "Yes," she said simply. "Your mind, your heart, your emotions, they are compatible with mine. I can sense your thoughts and feelings. This bond, it is rare, even for my kind." Elias felt a shiver run through him. He had been trained to be logical, to think carefully, to rely on science and evidence. And yet, standing here on this glowing world, hearing Lysara speak, he felt something that defied all explanations. Something powerful. Something right. As they entered a tower that seemed to pulse with a soft golden light, Elias noticed inscriptions along the walls. They glowed faintly, moving and shifting as though alive. What are these?" he asked. "They are stories," Lysara explained. "Not written with ink but with energy. They record our history, our thoughts, our feelings. The city itself remembers." She guided him to a central chamber, circular and spacious, with a high domed ceiling. Crystals hung from above, refracting the sunlight into sparkling patterns on the floor. At the center of the room was a platform, smooth and glowing faintly beneath his feet. "Stand here," Lysara instructed. "Feel the energy around you." Elias hesitated, then stepped forward. The moment his feet touched the platform, he felt a warmth spread through him, as if the energy of the city itself was flowing into him. Colors danced behind his eyes. Thoughts not his own brushed against his mind like soft whispers. He saw flashes of images, forests, oceans, flying creatures, cities and people, some human, some alien. It was overwhelming, but not frightening. "You are sensing the resonance," Lysara said softly. "This is how my people and the world communicate. Through energy, emotion, thought. Humans rarely experience this, but you are different." Elias closed his eyes, letting the warmth wash over him. He felt a connection forming, not just to Lysara, but to the entire city, the forest outside, even the flowing streams of light beneath the towers. He felt understood. How is this possible?" he asked. "Connection is possible," she said, "when hearts and minds are open. Humans often fear it, but you are ready." They spent the day exploring the city. Elias watched as Lysara interacted with the environment, her presence alone causing flowers to bloom and crystals to hum in harmony. She introduced him to other members of her species, tall, elegant, and glowing in various colors. They did not speak with words but shared thoughts and feelings directly through energy. Elias found himself amazed at their ability to communicate so clearly, so openly. "What do they think of me?" he asked, curious. "They admire you," Lysara said. "Humans are adaptable, empathetic, and creative. Your kind values curiosity and courage. It is rare across the galaxies. I find it remarkable." Elias felt a warmth in his chest. He had always thought of humans as small and fragile compared to the universe. But here, among these extraordinary beings, he realized something profound. Humanity had potential beyond what he had imagined. Humans could connect, create, and inspire. As evening approached, the twin suns set, casting the city in soft shades of violet and gold. The floating creatures glimmered in the dim light, and the rivers of energy below pulsed gently. Lysera led Elias to a balcony overlooking the forest below. "Look," she said, "all of this thrives because of connection. Every being, every tree, every crystal, it exists in harmony. Humans have that potential too, though your world struggles with it." Elias leaned against the balcony railing, taking in the sight. "I never thought I'd see something like this. It's perfect." "Perfection is not the goal," Lysera replied. "Balance is. Connection, understanding, empathy. That is the true strength of a species, and that is why I sought you, Elias. You have the ability to bridge worlds, to bring balance not only here but across the stars." He turned to her, startled. "Me? Why me? I'm just human. Ordinary." "You are far from ordinary," she said. "Your kind is remarkable in ways my people are only beginning to understand. And you, Elias, you are the one I have been searching for, the one whose heart can resonate with mine." Her words echoed in his mind. Resonance, connection, choice. He didn't fully understand it yet, but he felt it. Deep in his chest, a flutter of recognition, as if he had always known this moment would come. Can I really help?" he asked softly. "You already have," Lysera said, smiling. "By being here, by being open, by listening." That night, Elias slept under the soft glow of the city's lights. For the first time in years, he felt a sense of belonging. The hum of the crystals, the gentle sway of the forest, and the presence of Lysera filled his dreams with visions of harmony and discovery. He dreamed of walking among stars, of humans and aliens sharing knowledge, of laughter and music echoing across galaxies. When he awoke, he felt a strange clarity. The city was alive with movement. Aliens glided gracefully through the towers, sharing energy and thoughts. He noticed small changes in the environment, flowers adjusting toward him, crystals brightening, the air itself feeling warmer. He realized that the resonance he shared with Lysera and this world was growing stronger. "Good morning, human," Lysera said, appearing beside him. Her eyes sparkled with amusement and approval. "Good morning," Elias replied, feeling a new sense of purpose. I think I understand a little more now. This resonance, it's not just energy, it's understanding, connection." "Exactly," she said. "And it will guide you. It will guide us. Together we can explore what it truly means to connect, human and alien, mind and heart, world and world." Elias looked out at the glowing forest below, feeling the pulse of life flowing through him. For the first time in his life, he felt a certainty he had never known, that his place in the universe was not just to explore or observe, but to connect, to learn, to share, and to think, he murmured. "All of this began with a signal, a whisper calling me here." Lysera's voice was soft, almost a whisper carried on the wind. "And now, you are here, and I have found you, my human." Elias felt a thrill of wonder and anticipation. The adventure had only begun. The planet, the city, Lysera herself, all held mysteries yet to be uncovered. And deep down he knew that this bond, this resonance, would change not only his life but the lives of countless others across the stars. For the first time, Elias understood that humanity's strength was not only in exploration or technology, but in curiosity, empathy, and the ability to form connections. And here, on this glowing alien world, he was beginning to see the true power of that human spirit. The next morning, the city shimmered with soft golden light, the twin suns rising slowly above the horizon. Elias felt a strange mixture of excitement and nervousness as Lysera led him through narrow bridges of light toward a tower he had not yet seen. Its walls glowed faintly, inscribed with patterns that shifted like liquid. "This is the Archive Tower," Lysera said. "It holds the memories of my people. Everything we have experienced, recorded, and learned is stored here, and it will show you why you were meant to be here." Elias's brow furrowed. "Memories? How can a city remember? The energy of this world, of my people, stores knowledge in ways your kind has only begun to understand, Lysara explained. Think of it as a library, but alive. It responds to those who enter and it chooses what to reveal. As they stepped into the tower, the walls pulsed gently, and Elias felt a tingling sensation across his skin. The air was alive with images and sounds, flashes of moments from centuries long past. Scenes appeared before him like holograms, tall, luminous beings walking among cities of crystal, alien children playing in floating gardens, and strange ships gliding through colorful skies. This is amazing, Elias whispered, barely believing his eyes. It's like I can feel it all. Yes, Lysara said. You can. That is the resonance. It allows you to perceive not only the present, but the echoes of the past. They reached a central chamber within the tower. A circular platform glowed in the center, larger than any Elias had seen before. Crystals floated above it, refracting light into shifting patterns that danced across the walls. Step onto the platform, Lysara instructed. You must see what has been waiting for you. Elias hesitated, then stepped forward. The moment his feet touched the glowing surface, the images intensified. He saw humans long ago arriving on other worlds, their presence recorded in alien memories. He saw ships exploring planets, children laughing, leaders speaking, and ordinary people doing extraordinary things. And then, he saw her. Lysara's own image appeared centuries ago, standing among her people. She was searching, moving from planet to planet, scanning for a signal only she could detect. And in each scene, there were glimpses of humans, but none that resonated fully. She paused at each one, her expression sad, almost longing. You were searching for humans? Elias asked softly, his voice barely above a whisper. Yes, Lysara said, her eyes reflecting the golden light of the crystals. For centuries, my people predicted the arrival of one human who could connect with us fully, one who could resonate, not only with me but with the world, with our civilization, with energy itself. And I believed it was only a matter of time. Why me? Elias asked, feeling a mixture of awe and disbelief. There are billions of humans in the galaxy. Why now? Why me? The energy I sensed in you is unique, Lysara explained. Your heart, your curiosity, your empathy, they are rare among humans. And when the signal reached me, I knew you were the one I had been searching for. Elias felt a warmth spread through his chest. He had always wondered if humans truly mattered in the vastness of space. And now, standing in a tower filled with the memories of an ancient, advanced civilization, he realized that humanity had a purpose beyond what he had imagined. You must understand, Lysara continued, her voice gentle. I have failed before. I searched for another human long ago. We were close, but we lost connection. That loss shaped my people, teaching us patience, hope, and the understanding that resonance cannot be forced. And now, Elias, you are here. Elias swallowed, feeling the weight of her words. So, all this time, you've been waiting for me? Yes, she said softly. And now that you are here, we can explore what it truly means to connect. But first you must learn about my people, about our past, and about the promise that has brought you to this world. The images on the platform shifted, showing ancient cities on distant planets. Lysara's people had once traveled widely, sharing knowledge, art, and harmony with other civilizations. They were explorers and diplomats, creators and teachers, but they had also experienced loss, civilizations that disappeared, connections that were broken, and one human whose resonance they could not sustain. That human, Elias said, pointing to a young man in one of the scenes. What happened? To him? He was unable to sustain the resonance, Lysara said quietly. His heart and mind were not fully ready. He tried and we tried, but the connection failed. That is why I have searched again, to find the human who is ready. Elias felt a mixture of relief and fear. Relief that he had been chosen, but fear at the responsibility it implied. "And you think I can succeed?" "I know you can," Lysera said with certainty. "The energy between us is strong. Your resonance grows with every step you take in this world. And soon, you will see what it can do." For hours, Elias explored the archive tower. He saw records of alien science, art, music, and thought. He watched as Lysera interacted with the energy of the city, guiding it gently, shaping it with her mind. He realized that her people had learned to live in harmony with the universe in a way humans had not yet achieved, and he understood that his presence here was not only an honor, but a chance to learn, to grow, and to bring humanity into a greater understanding. As the day passed, Lysera took him to a quieter chamber, filled with soft, flowing light. The air was warm, and the walls shimmered like liquid crystal. "Here," she said, "is where I can teach you the first steps of resonance. To connect fully, you must not only feel the world, but let it feel you. You must open your mind and your heart." Elias nodded, unsure how to begin. "Where do I start?" "Close your eyes," she instructed. "Listen, breathe, feel the energy around you. It is not separate from you, it is part of you. You are not alone in this world. You are never alone." Elias obeyed. He closed his eyes and focused on his breathing, trying to quiet his racing thoughts. At first he felt nothing. Then slowly he became aware of the gentle hum of the city, the pulse of energy in the walls, the faint rhythm of the forest outside. And beneath it all he felt a presence, soft, reassuring, and unmistakably familiar. "You are beginning," Lysera said. "Feel the resonance of your own heart. Let it speak. Let it connect." Elias concentrated, and a warmth spread from his chest, reaching outward like a ripple. The light around him seemed to respond, shifting and pulsing in time with his heartbeat. He opened his mind further, and the chamber filled with visions, images of humans exploring stars, of alien worlds, of laughter, music, and emotion. And at the center of it all was Lysera, her silver eyes filled with recognition, hope, and something deeper. "You are doing well," she said softly. "The connection is growing. This is only the beginning. Soon you will understand how humans and my people can share knowledge, emotion, and energy across worlds." Elias opened his eyes, feeling both exhausted and exhilarated. He looked at Lysera and saw pride in her expression. I think I can feel it," he said. "It's beautiful." "Yes," she said, smiling. "And it is only the first step. The resonance will deepen as you learn more about my people, about our history, and about yourself. You are not just a visitor here, Elias. You are part of something greater, something that spans time, space, and understanding." He felt a surge of hope and purpose. For the first time in his life, he understood that humanity's strength was not only in exploration or invention, but in connection, in empathy, in the ability to resonate with the world and with others. And here, on this glowing alien planet, he was beginning to see the full potential of that human spirit. As he left the chamber, he turned to Lysera. "I want to learn. I want to understand. I want to be ready." "You will be," she said, her voice full of certainty. "And when the time comes, you will help us build a bridge between worlds, between humans and my people, between energy and understanding. And together we will create something that has never existed before." Elias nodded, feeling a deep sense of destiny. He had been chosen not by chance but by purpose. And though he did not yet understand all that lay ahead, he knew one thing with clarity. His life, and the life of humanity, would never be the same. As the twin suns set once again, casting the city in hues of violet and gold, Elias looked out over the glowing forest and the floating towers. The resonance thrummed softly within him, a heartbeat of connection, a whisper of possibility. And at his side, Lysera watched him with a smile that promised discovery, friendship, and a bond that could change the stars themselves. The adventure was far from over. And Elias, the human who had been sought across centuries, was ready to step fully into the mysteries that awaited him. The resonance chamber hovered above a lake of glowing energy, its surface reflecting the twin suns as they rose into the morning sky. Elias stepped carefully onto the circular platform in the center, feeling the hum of power beneath his boots. The chamber pulsed with light, a rhythm that seemed alive, almost breathing. "You are ready," Lysara said softly, her silver eyes fixed on him. "This is the moment when you will experience full resonance. It will feel, overwhelming, but trust it. Trust yourself." Elias swallowed, nerves tingling in his chest. He had felt hints of this energy before in the archive tower and the city itself, but this was different. The chamber thrummed with intention. It was not just a place, it was alive, waiting to connect. How do I begin?" he asked, his voice barely audible. "Close your eyes," Lysara instructed. "Focus on your heartbeat. Feel the energy around you and let it flow through you. Open your mind and your heart. Let yourself be part of the resonance." Elias obeyed. He took a deep breath, inhaling the hum of the chamber. At first, nothing happened. Then, slowly, he felt a warmth spread through him, radiating from his chest. It moved outward like ripples on water, touching every corner of the chamber. Colors shimmered behind his eyelids. Sounds, soft and musical, filled his mind. And then, he felt her. Lysara's presence, gentle yet strong, touched his consciousness. Thoughts, feelings, and memories intertwined in a way he had never imagined possible. He could sense her joy, her curiosity, her longing, and in return, she felt him, his wonder, his courage, and his empathy. "You are doing well," Lysara's voice whispered directly into his mind. "Let yourself flow with it. Let go of fear. Trust the connection." Elias let go. The chamber seemed to dissolve around him, replaced by a vast expanse of light and energy. He was floating, weightless, surrounded by swirling colors and harmonics that resonated with his own heartbeat. He realized he could see the energy of the world, the city, the forest, and even himself. And through it all, Lysara's presence glowed like a silver star. This is incredible," he thought. "I can feel everything. Her, the city, the planet, it's all connected." "Yes," Lysara replied within his mind. "And now you will understand what it means to resonate fully, to connect across species, across worlds, across understanding. This is the gift humans can bring." Elias focused on her, sending thoughts of curiosity and openness. Immediately he felt her emotions respond, gentle waves of recognition and warmth. For the first time, he understood her words in the archive tower. Resonance was not just sensing energy, it was sharing it, feeling and being felt, understanding and being understood. Colors and sounds swirled faster, harmonics layering into a symphony of connection. Elias felt memories of her civilization flow into him, victories, losses, discoveries, and dreams. He felt the city's consciousness awaken at his presence, acknowledging him as part of its rhythm. "Do you feel it?" Lysara asked. "Yes," he said, overwhelmed but exhilarated. "It's beautiful. It's like everything makes sense at once." She smiled. "This is only the beginning. Soon you will be able to reach beyond yourself, to understand humans, my people, and the universe in ways your mind cannot yet imagine." The energy around him intensified. He felt a surge of emotion, hope, curiosity, and joy, so strong that he gasped. And then, a single phrase echoed in his mind, soft yet undeniable. "I've finally found you, my human." Elias froze. The words were hers, carrying weight and intention. He opened his eyes and saw Lysara standing across the platform, her glowing form radiant and serene. In that moment, he felt the full impact of the resonance. The bridge between them was complete. He could sense her heart as clearly as his own. I can feel you, he whispered, awestruck. I can feel everything. Yes, she said. And now you know why I sought you. You are the one who can truly connect with my people, with our world, with our knowledge. Together we can share understanding across galaxies. Elias closed his eyes again, letting the energy flow through him fully. He felt memories of other humans, his own species, reaching outward, connecting to alien civilizations in ways never imagined. He sensed their potential, their curiosity, their kindness, and he realized that humanity's true strength was not in technology or power, but in connection, in empathy, in the ability to resonate. Hours seemed to pass, though time had little meaning in the resonance chamber. Elias floated in the shared consciousness of Lysara, the city, and the planet itself. Each pulse of energy carried understanding. Each wave of light brought clarity. He began to sense patterns in the cosmos, how civilizations could learn from one another, how knowledge could flow across species, how harmony could be achieved without force or domination. You are ready for the next step, Lysara said softly, to not only feel but to act, to share what you know, to teach and learn, to bridge worlds. Elias nodded, feeling a surge of determination. I want to help. I want to learn. I want to share this with others. And you will, she said. Your people will benefit from this connection, and so will my civilization. Humans have a gift, Elias. You carry it, and together we will show the galaxy what it truly means to resonate. The chamber's energy pulsed one final time, then gradually softened. Elias felt the ground beneath his feet again, stable and solid. The city shimmered around him, alive and aware. He looked at Lysara, her eyes glowing with approval and warmth. You did well, she said. The resonance is strong, and now we can begin to explore what it means to share it with the universe. Elias smiled, feeling a deep sense of fulfillment. He had not only discovered an alien civilization, but he had also discovered the potential of humanity itself. Through resonance, humans and aliens could learn, grow, and create together. And through Lysara, he had found a bond that transcended language, culture, and even species. For the first time, he felt truly connected, not just to her, but to something larger, something infinite. He realized that this bond was more than friendship or understanding. It was a promise, a partnership, a bridge between worlds. As they left the resonance chamber, the twin suns high in the sky, Elias looked out over the glowing city below. Small creatures floated among the towers. The rivers of energy pulsed gently and the forests shimmered with life. Everything was alive, vibrant, and interconnected. And he, a human, was a part of it. Thank you, he said quietly, turning to Lysara, for trusting me, for finding me. You found yourself, she replied softly, and in doing so, you found me. Elias felt a warmth in his chest, a feeling that went beyond words. He had been chosen, not by chance, but by destiny. And now he had the chance to use that destiny to connect, to teach, and to inspire. That's it? He asked, a small smile tugging at his lips. Is there more I need to do? Yes, Lysara said, her voice full of certainty. There is always more to learn, more to explore. But now, you understand the essence of resonance. The rest will come with time, patience, and experience. Elias looked out over the city again, feeling a sense of purpose unlike anything he had ever known. He realized that this journey was only the beginning. Humanity had much to offer the universe, and through resonance they could reach heights never imagined. And as he stood there with Lysara by his side, he understood one simple truth. This connection, this bond, was more than energy. It was trust, understanding, and hope. It was a promise that humans and aliens could create something beautiful together. For the first time, Elias truly believed in the potential of his species. Not because of power or strength, but because of heart, curiosity, and the ability to connect across the stars. The twin suns rose slowly above the horizon, casting soft golden light across the glowing city. Elias stood at the edge of a balcony, overlooking the floating towers, rivers of energy, and the shimmering forest below. The resonance he shared with Lysara and the city had grown stronger with each passing day, and he now felt a connection not only to her but to the entire world. Elias, Lysara's voice echoed softly in his mind. Today, you take the next step. Today we begin to share what you have learned with others, your people, and beyond. Elias turned to face her. She stood beside him, radiant and serene, her silver eyes reflecting the light of the twin suns. He felt her presence within him, a constant gentle rhythm that guided his thoughts and emotions. How do we begin? He asked. I've learned so much, but I don't know where to start. Start with understanding, Lysara replied. Your resonance allows you to share not only knowledge but emotion, curiosity, and empathy. That is humanity's gift. And now you must help my people and yours understand it as well. They walked through the city, moving among beings of light and energy. Elias noticed how his presence caused subtle changes in the environment. Plants leaned toward him, crystals brightened, and small creatures floated around curiously. The city recognized him as part of its rhythm, part of its consciousness. Your connection is rare, Lysara said. It is the bridge between worlds, and now it is time to test it. She led him to a platform at the edge of the city. Below, the forest stretched endlessly, glowing softly in the morning light. The air shimmered with energy, and Elias could feel the pulse of life, the heartbeat of the planet itself. Reach out, Lysara instructed. Open your mind and heart. Feel not only this world, but your people as well. Let the resonance flow. Elias closed his eyes, focusing on the rhythm within him. Slowly, he felt the energy expand outward, reaching beyond the city, beyond the forest, beyond the planet. He sensed the presence of humans far away, on colonies, on ships, on Earth itself. He felt curiosity, wonder, hope, and longing. And he realized that this connection, this resonance could grow even further. Yes, Lysara said softly. Feel them. Understand them. Share what you know. Humanity has much to offer, and your presence here proves it. Elias concentrated, sending thoughts of friendship, understanding, and curiosity outward. He felt a response almost immediately, humans reaching back, sensing a connection they could not yet explain. Across the galaxy, hearts and minds stirred, with recognition, awe, and hope. This is incredible, Elias whispered. They can feel it? Yes, Lysara replied. And they will learn. Humanity's potential is greater than you know. Through resonance, humans and my people can share knowledge, culture, and understanding without words, without conflict. Only connection. For hours, Elias practiced, extending his consciousness, feeling the flow of energy between humans and the alien civilization. The city pulsed with approval, Lysara guiding him gently. Each attempt strengthened the bond, expanding the reach of resonance. You are doing more than connecting, Lysara said. You are inspiring. Your presence reminds my people and your species of the possibilities that lie in understanding, empathy, and cooperation. Elias opened his eyes, feeling exhausted but exhilarated. He looked at Lysara and saw pride in her expression. I never imagined that humans could reach this far, that we could be part of something this big. You are, she said. And now it is time for the next step, to bring others here, to show them the world, the resonance, and the potential that humanity and my people share. Over the following days, Lysara and Elias prepared for the first interstellar meeting. Messages were sent to distant human colonies and ships, guiding them to the planet. Lysara's people assisted creating safe landing areas and welcoming environments. And when the first humans arrived, Elias felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness. They're coming, he whispered. All the people we've reached, they're coming here? Yes, Lysara said. And when they arrive, they will see what you see. They will feel what you feel. And the resonance will grow even stronger. The first human shuttle landed in a glowing clearing near the city. The passengers, scientists, explorers, and diplomats stepped out cautiously, marveling at the sight. Before them, the glowing towers, the floating bridges, the rivers of energy, it was unlike anything they had ever seen. And at the center, Elias stood, radiating calm and confidence, a bridge between worlds. Welcome, he said, his voice steady. You are safe here, and you are about to experience something incredible. The humans hesitated, then slowly extended, their hands touching the ground, the crystals, the flowing energy, and immediately they felt it. The resonance. A wave of understanding, curiosity, and emotion swept through them. Colors danced behind their eyes. Thoughts, feelings, and memories connected in ways they could not yet explain. This is amazing, one of the scientists whispered. It's like we can feel everything. The planet, the city, even them. Yes, Elias said, smiling. That is the resonance. That is what we can share. And that is why I am here. Lysara appeared beside him, her silver eyes glowing softly. You have done well, Elias. Now together we can teach them to understand, to connect, and to grow. Humanity is no longer alone. You are part of something larger, a bridge between worlds. Over the next weeks, humans and aliens worked side by side. They explored the city, studied the energy rivers, and learned to communicate through resonance. Laughter, music, and curiosity filled the air. Humans shared stories of Earth, of exploration, and of creativity. The aliens shared knowledge, technology, and ways of understanding the universe that humans had never imagined. Elias watched it all with pride. He saw humans forming bonds with the alien children, teaching them games and stories. He saw scientists exchanging ideas with beings of pure energy. And he felt a deep sense of fulfillment. He had helped create something extraordinary. You've done more than I imagined, Lysara said softly one evening as they stood on a balcony overlooking the city. You've shown that humans can be more than explorers or scientists. You've shown that humans can connect, inspire, and create harmony across worlds. Elias smiled, feeling the warmth of her presence. I couldn't have done it alone. You guided me. You helped me understand. And you were ready, she said. Your heart, your mind, your spirit, all were prepared. That is why I sought you. That is why I found you. He felt a rush of emotion. I never thought that I could matter so much, that humans could matter so much. And now, I see that we can. We can be part of something bigger, something truly amazing. Yes, Lysara said, her voice full of certainty. And this is only the beginning. Together, humans and my people can explore, learn, and create across the galaxy. The resonance will guide you. The energy of connection will guide humanity. And you, Elias, will continue to be a bridge. As the twin suns set, casting the city in violet and gold, Elias looked out over the horizon. Ships of humans and aliens glided together through the sky. The forest below glowed softly, alive with energy and life, and he realized that this planet, this civilization, and this bond with Lysara were not just a destination. They were a new beginning. I'm ready, he whispered. Ready to share, ready to learn, ready to connect. Lysara smiled, placing a gentle hand on his shoulder. And I will be with you every step of the way. You have found your purpose, Elias. And together we will create a future that stretches across the stars. Elias closed his eyes and breathed deeply, feeling the resonance pulse through him, stronger than ever before. Humanity's potential, once distant and uncertain, now shimmered clearly before him. Curiosity, empathy, understanding. These were the gifts that could connect worlds, And through Lysara, through this civilization, through himself, humans would step into a new era of discovery, not just of planets or stars, but of hearts, minds, and possibilities beyond imagination. When he opened his eyes, the city glowed with life and promise. The first humans had begun to explore, laugh, and connect with the alien civilization. The resonance between species pulsed stronger, and Elias felt it in his bones. Humanity was no longer alone. It had allies, friends, and a future among the stars. And beside him, Lysara watched, her silver eyes filled with hope and certainty. She had found her human, and through him the universe would know the true power of connection. Elias looked out over the horizon once more, feeling the gentle hum of the planet, the pulse of the city, and the warmth of Lysara beside him. He smiled. Humanity had finally arrived, not as conquerors but as partners, learners, and creators. And the adventure, the resonance, the journey of connection, had only just begun. The stars above seemed closer than ever, twinkling with possibilities. And Elias, the human who had been sought across centuries, was ready to step fully into this new horizon. A new era had begun.